Right, let's talk about ways to use your cover photo. I'm going to elaborate on these now with some examples that you can use to inspire your content. Starting with displaying your brand. Using your brand signature as the core message. How's this? Really powerful message that is exactly spot on with the Mercedes-Benz brand, use of colors. Here's a variation. So you can use a background image and put your logo over the top, but dominating the large design of the cover photo. I love the way this profile photo fits with the cover photo. Now, I mentioned to you earlier, tell the story, keep the two consistent. This is a great way to let the one flow into the other. I just love it. Another similar example of how the two fit together, there's the handprint. There her hands are full of paint. I love this too. Let the cover photo and the profile photo work together to tell the story. I mentioned to you earlier, using the profile photo, if it is about a person or a personality or a celeb, using the person's photo. Here's an example of how to do it differently. We all know the cake boss. He has used his picture in the actual cover photo and then used the logo instead as the profile image. And I love the way the colors and everything fit together. Look at the stunning background that just reinforces the eating sweet message. I would suggest some of you redesign and duplicate this one as an example of a great cover photo. Using your value proposition in a minimalistic photo is incredibly powerful. Sometimes simple is best and can attract fans to like your page. Your Facebook cover doesn't have to have hundreds of bells and whistles and all the things I'm showing you in one image. Test different styles. Sometimes less really is more. Design and one concise tagline can sometimes do more than anything else. Simple and nothing more is needed. You've got the website, example of the product, clear white. Remember we discussed the use of a white background. This is a great example of much of what I mentioned earlier. But you can jazz up the color image as much as you like. I love the use of the connectivity icon and how it impacts on life. WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, connects you with social media, connects you with shopping, helps you connect on your mobile phone. Isn't that great? But don't rule out tone down. This one I included just because I love the statement. The jealous curator. Damn, I wish I thought of that. You can come up with your own powerful statement. Think about some of the times what you say, what people say to you. Using the same language back to your ideal customer is very cool, and that's why I've taught you to read comments. You could maybe find a comment that just fits in here about how you solve problems. You want to also think about the end result. What's in it for your customer? What can they expect? This natural soap making is gorgeous. There is absolutely nothing more needed. I can see it's natural. I can see it's beautiful. I can see it's colorful. I'm easily communicating end result. Using words, I love the use of 3 words. You see it very often in copy these days. Communicate, collaborate, connect. It says it all. It tells you exactly what Ring Central is about. But it's, for me, the font that communicates the end result, that you know what you are going to get by connecting with. Again, the end result in this, simple as anything, plain profile picture, news and fun is what you're going to get. Here, beautiful, build it beautiful. I know exactly what I'm going to get. Very understated image, but it's got texture. It tells me where I'm going to go. Promoting your hashtag is a very useful strategy on your profile photo, as demonstrated here by Shape Butt. Your big emphasis is on the hashtag. So quite a subtle use of the hashtag in the much bigger space. Also, you can use it much more in your face and to get it well used, as in South Africa Chefs Association here. And hashtags are a powerful marketing tool that brands use to promote cover photo and use to track conversations about their brand. So you're well advised to start developing your own hashtag or use a hashtag around your association or around an event that you are associated with. It will help you start a conversation and keep a conversation going. This is an example of how a stamp of approval gives you social proof. You can search on the internet on some of those free image websites for this kind of image that is a stamp of approval. There's just something about a stamp that always seems official. So stepping away from sharp, sleek graphics and instead adding some texture and roughness to your visual element can give it an extra bit of authenticity and durability. Test it, try it. But again, a stamp of approval here in a very professional, very clear manner. The pharmacist medical insignia, but very cleverly interlinked with the cannabis leaf and the message. I just love this. I think this is an incredible bit of design, a message that clearly brands the organization and tells the user exactly where it is, and in addition establishes a certain amount of authority. Another way to establish authority is use some credentials. By saying what you do, how you will impact, what the end result is, you establish authority. Be careful to use an image that connects, so somebody with a smile looking straight at the user. This is very bold and brave, and if you're bold enough, do it. How this company compares with the other guys. I love this comparison. And it says the other guys, so it's not going head to head with its competition, but it is very clearly comparing what the benefit is and why you should use them rather than go elsewhere. This is also a very fun, tongue-in-cheek way to compare what you do with other businesses. No harm in being amusing when you take on your competition. Encouraging your ideal customer or your audience to experience your product. How mouth-watering is this? Anybody craving a burger right now? If you're a restaurant, a catering company, or in the food industry, there's nothing more enticing than up-close photographs like this of mouth-watering dishes. Make sure it's great photography. Another way to use your cover photo is show the different applications, the different uses of your product. Kloof Country Club has demonstrated the different ways you can use the club's facilities. So here, Truworths is demonstrating summer fashions by using an ideal customer themselves in that situation. Mr. Price Home, isn't this a great one of trends and seasonal images? Sun's out, savings in images of holiday pictures with their tagline of saving with Mr. Price. As the seasons change, lots of eateries change their menus. This is a great opportunity to announce a new menu. An important part of your cover photo is sending people on the customer journey through your sales funnel. And in order to send people along, as I mentioned earlier, you click on the image and you add a description. Just go try it on your cover image and you'll see you probably don't have a description added. The tip here is add a link for where you want them to go to accompany your call to action. Because the next step is promote your website using your cover image. So you can't insert a link into the cover image that people can click on. But if they click on the image and go to the description, as I've just shown you, they will find that link. So driving traffic to an external website on Facebook is tough, by the way. Facebook users generally don't like going off the platform. So you've got to also try and encourage them by using an incentive. Design this whole piece, as we discussed earlier, like you would be designing a billboard. You know that people can't click on the billboard at the side of the road. So what you say there that sends people to your website to where they need to buy. Use brief, easy to read call to action. And remember, this center part is the critical part. I would have put this content more into the middle on top of this page for it to be easily legible on a mobile device. Just as this image by Remax, they could click here and go to the description, and from the description, click on the website. So test it, please. It could be an interesting way to encourage people to click on. Keep your call to action within the mobile safe area in the middle of your page. You could also send people to other social media platforms. You also want to use your Facebook page to generate leads. As I've said to you in past trainings, it's just part of the journey. Facebook attracts your audience, builds trust with your audience, helps them get to know you. Once they build the relationship with you, you will then want to try and get them deeper into your tribe, and you need an email address or a cell phone number in order to do this. The first step, however, is to get them to like you. And something as blatant and as obvious as this, there's no harm in trying it and seeing if it generates you more leads. The objective is to grow your page. Try it, folks. If you've got a page with a small audience, try something really fun and instruct people to like us. So encourage people to like your page. This is one way to grow your page organically, or encourage people to opt in. That's what this cover image of mine is about. I'm saying to people, go down to my sign up tab, get the scoop direct and subscribe now and dominate. And I'm trying to do it obviously with symbols, testing to see how it works. That's the only way we know if our unique thinking works. I love these little people and I love using them in my communication. And this is a great way to test if they resonate with my audience as well. This is a way to promote a local business. Simply telling people to visit your location and providing an address, or showing a photo of your storefront, perhaps the intersection of the street, the road signs beside your business, or a screenshot of Google Maps. Your call to action could include the description, the short link to your Google coordinates, your Google directions, and could get people to find your business very easily. For a new business, a new restaurant, a new coffee shop, try this to get people to find you easily. I love the use of a Facebook cover image to get to know your team. Show people who work in the engine room, and then as part of your content plan, feature individuals using the same picture in your timeline posts, one a week, introducing you to Mary who does whatever, and give some quirky information about Mary. Your loyal fans love to go behind the scenes in your business. Inspire action, including a call to action in your cover image, can bring you great results. Want to learn and work less and make more with Pinterest? We've talked about using questions, which makes people want to know more. Questions can often, and question addressing the pain point, by the way. This is work less and make more, but it's the solution, it's not the pain. Focus on the positive end result, not the before. Focus on the after. That is another pro tip, by the way. Don't feature, and Facebook does not approve of before and after, because it is a claim, and Facebook will not allow you to promote or state a claim of an end result. You can suggest it, but not claim it. Promote an offer. 52% of users on Facebook are there to get a discount or a coupon. So give it to them. Promote fan-only exclusives using your cover photo. This will attract people to your post. Once this goes through to your timeline, tell people to share the post. You have the option to create an offer in your status box. We will also deal with that in future trainings. Another way to render an offer using your own little icon. This is Fat Bastard Wines. The prizes within the cover photo, telling you what to use. Nice use of no under 18s. Very, very good. And clearly it's a Johannesburg picture, Mandela Bridge, the Brixton Tower. Good use of location-based marketing. It obviously is luxurious weekend for the City of Gold. It's in Joburg and gold. Great use of text and image and graphics. Appealing to a certain target market. These young ladies that wear this color nail varnish. Nice palette combination. Free cuticle oil with every gel polish. Terms and conditions apply. Everything very clear in the cover photo. They have to come in to claim the prize. We talk about getting user-generated content just now. Show us how you use our product by sharing your images, and what happens then? You get a whole pile of free images to use for promotions and use for content down the line. Always be sure to publish who the prize winner is. Run your contest within the Facebook guidelines. Don't break any rules, and always be clear. You announce the winner very openly. Even using a Facebook cover photo to announce the winner is very effective. You can also create a sense of urgency and create demand. Black Friday is a day promotion and is for a limited period. Great way to get people to take action, but remember to take the post down when the promotion has expired. You can also very effectively use your cover photo for save the dates, for saving events, for advising dates of events, publicizing dates of events. This event, this was out well in advance of the event, and people who follow an event can easily find the date, and it attracts traffic to your page. Another save the date example of a promotion. Here's an example of giving the website on the cover photo, telling you where to go, available at, clearly not indicating you should click here. The price is on the cover photo. This is very clear, very neat, very straightforward cover image. Saving the date with quirky days of the year is great fun. It's obviously related to the business. With a razor, National Shave Day is an event to commemorate, and then you can also offer a promotion or an event to go along with Save the Date. I love this work by American Express that every year circulates copy to promote Small Business Saturday. They ask you to give the name of your business and your logo, and you get the content to use as a cover. Being seasonal. How nice is this and how simple? Just using Christmassy, seasonal Christmas wrapping as a background. Very nice way to be seasonal. I love this Happy Valentine's image. Works very well with the copy. Little bit of white space of Woolworth's cover photo with their Easter images. Very creative, very simple, obvious what it's about. And I just wanted to show you the use of text. So you would click to edit the cover photo once it's come into your timeline and enter some copy that relates to the images to tell the story. Another example of very effective Easter images using the brand CI in the front of the images and showing what the business is about in the back. Okay, stick with me, folks, not much further to go. User-generated gallery. This is an example of asking people, like we said earlier in the photo contest, to give you their photos and then to show them on your cover photo as a collage, or show your product in use. I love this. Where have you taken or drunk, or which branch have you been to? Share cover images. User-generated content, very, very powerful because people will share it with their audience. This is an Oreo example. Every single day for a number of months, Bouwer uploaded a new cover photo featuring one of their fans who was celebrating a birthday. But have to, stay with me for a bit, because you could also feature a customer or a fan once a week, once a month, and a contest winner. It doesn't have to be a birthday every day of the year. But this is a way to feature one of your audience who is very likely to share it and get you great reach on something very simple. Another way to use your ideal customer is to actually show a picture of an ideal customer in your cover photo very simply, or use their language. MAC Cosmetics appeals to risk takers, Queen Supreme, Classic Cutie. Those are obviously names they use for ideal customers, and they use these names because their ideal audience will connect and will relate to them, and showing the product in a very young and trendy way. So this is a WordPress theme Facebook page. Now, why would they have all this? Because they are relating to female entrepreneurs and bloggers. These are the tools of our trade as female entrepreneurs. These are things we relate to. We like the setup. We like the very clean desk. It's paper clips, it's makeup, it's a variety of different things we use in our everyday life. Another tool to add to your toolbox is what the message is saying. Pulling it all together, this is Hollard Insurance in South Africa. Their use of a color palette, their graphics, appealing to their target audience, significant inspirational message. Finally, we're nearly at the end of the examples. Have some fun with your cover photo. Here is some crazy examples of having fun. This positioned across the profile picture with the head at the wrong angle. I just think that is incredibly clever. Again, positioning the profile picture, not difficult to do. You'll need a bit of design skill, but very clever use of profile picture and cover photo telling the same story. Again, isn't this super? Stay hungry and foolish. Let's go and have a look at some of the examples I've got for you of the use of color. I just love this. First of all, it's a really fabulous creative picture. But the logo is obviously orange, and it's been superimposed on this great image, and it's used a consistent color palette. The consistency really draws your eye to this cover photo, as well as the creativity. Here we have the use of a single color that's not necessarily related to your color palette. This color doesn't seem to work with any of it, and the use of one color can help draw attention to where you want it and the focus on your core. This is an example of using blocks to tell your story. So a block for your logo, a block in a contrasting color with more story, a different block in another color with more story. It takes your eye across and makes the content in each block stand right out. I love this color gradient. Obviously, in this instance, it works with the logo. But if you do have a color gradient for your brand ID, This could be a great way to use it, just using a color wheel. This is an example of how photo and design work together. The colors sampled directly from the photo give a very cohesive look with the logo. And don't get hooked up on it being a chair. The logo could just be a turquoise logo, and your image in turquoise colors works absolutely beautifully for a clear, clean, and cohesive look. There are lots of reasons to consider adding more white space to your designs, especially if you're looking to create a sophisticated design. The use of the white space in this photography-based cover photo keeps it from looking overcomplicated and lets the eye focus on the subject, making for a really elegant page design, and you clearly see what is being promoted in this cover photo. Let's talk a bit about font and messaging. So a very bold font, I think, is incredibly powerful. And here now we've got a color gradient, as I demonstrated earlier. Color gradient can work so well with a huge font that says it all. Again, an inspirational message. So you don't just have to write about your business tagline. You can use an inspirational message in a convincing font and use this whole big space to really connect with your audience. I love this, making use of different kinds of font to make it very personal and connect it with the logo. So the logo is reproduced in the photo. This image for me is one that is a really good one to use for you, for your initial attempts at creating a cover photo. You could create this very, very easily in Canva. Nice font. What do you do? Website link and your logo. Really simple layout. This is a great use of a subtle font with a hugely powerful image to tell a story. Targeting expectant parents. There's the scan of the baby, just with the message from the moment you know. Isn't that incredibly powerful? Text doesn't always have to be huge and bold to get the message across. This is small and simple and places huge emphasis on the strong visual impact along with an emotional connection. Let's talk about textures and patterns. This is a great way to be creative, and again, you can use a whole bunch of the stuff that Canva's got there for you. Use different backgrounds and place them one on top of the other and create an impressive cover photo that gets attention. Just because Facebook is pretty exclusively made up of horizontal and vertical lines, your image using diagonals and angles can be very, very powerful. And next, I have got a diamond grid example rather than simple squares. Example of how you can feature your target audience to either show your products or your ideal customer using patterns and textures to explain what you do.